Hi there, I'm going to show you how I make dog bows with elastic strips that attach to the dog's collar that I make for my small business. I'm cutting out 2 squares the same exact size, 11 inches by 11 inches, to make a large bow. I'm going to place these 2 pieces of fabric together. It just makes it thicker. I'm just cutting out the second piece of fabric. I'm using Christmas fabric, but you can use any fabric that you want to. Iron both pieces so they're nice and flat. It's important that all the edges are perfectly straight, or you're going to end up with a lopsided bow. Just fold your fabric in half. Open it up and fold it again, just folding over that crease that you just pressed. Then take the other side and fold it over against that edge there. We want it to overlap just a little bit because we're going to sew that. I'm just trimming along the edge again, making sure it's perfectly straight. Now fold that in half and make sure it is very tight. It's very important that it fits exactly edge to edge. Take your finger, slide it in there, and just pull to make sure it's pulled flat. Or you could use a pin. Press, make a crease, press really hard and make a crease. Open it up and just do the same thing we already did. Bring that edge over just a little over the crease you just made. And then bring this side over, overlapping just a little bit the edge of that fabric piece. And press it really flat. It's very important to make sure it's tight. And now you're just going to iron that flat. And now we're getting ready to attach our elastic strips because that's what holds the bow to the collar. Now we're going to sew our elastic strips on each side of the fabric, right in the center of this side and the other side. I'm just going to sew back and forth probably about 3 times on each end of the elastic strips. You could probably do it 3 to 5 times. We want to make sure it doesn't come loose. It's there for good.
So right here, you guys, I am getting the top of the T, the top of the E.
All right, just sew the second side like we did on the first side. Okay, and now you can see where it's going to be attached to the collar. We're going to put a seam right down the middle there just to hold it together. And if you folded it right, it should just overlap right there just a little bit. Always remember to back stitch. Cut off your strings. Get your hot glue gun heated up. Okay, this is the tricky part if you've never done this before. We're going to take the middle here between the two elastic strips and we're going to fold it one way and the other way, then flip it back, fold it the other way, flip it back, fold it the other way. This is where you'll get the crease in the middle of your bow. Cut a point on the end of your ribbon because we're going to slide this through your bell. Obviously, if you're making a smaller bow, you're going to need a smaller bell. Okay, hot glue the front of your bow and place your ribbon and your bell on top of it and just hold it while it dries. Wrap your ribbon around and finish hot gluing it on, and just cut off the excess ribbon.
And you guys, I use Sure Bomber glue gun.
Just slide your Christmas bow on the collar by the elastic strips and look how cute it is.
On their website or anything.
And I almost forgot the puffy dots. I'm using red puffy paint just to put little dots all over the bow. This is probably going to take about, I don't know, 12 hours or so to dry. I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to let it sit overnight. But it's done and it's super cute. Here is Stanley. He is one of my customers and he is modeling one of my bows for you. Not that exact bow. This one has green puffy dots.